Let's find where it is. Okay. Deadly premonition, agree in the veil. Resume. We were inside of the
Previously during the
theater.
investigation, these puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome to Greenville. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Oh, coffee. Alright, drag you over this way, then mute it into tab when I'm able to. There we go. Did we talk to everybody? I'm gonna go back inside first before I talk to everyone out here. The main part of the theater. Also, can I reload this? Bother me. Put the gun away, York. No named individuals in here? Anyone want to talk? No relation to the case, I'd figure. Really? I mean, the twins. Different rows. Triplets. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, they have glasses, you don't. Pardon me, ma'am. Didn't mean it. Most patient boys. We ever talked to Emily? Black coffee. We were in your window last night.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet?
No.
When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Clunk. Anything over here? The back. Oh, this is what's your face? Carol. Cigarette heavy, we need some. We use one. Carol. $305. Sorry, $405.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
The hell was that smile?
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest. A goddess.
Not relatable to the case. Okay, bye. No, I wasn't done talking to you, Carol, but sure. It's fine. Can I go talk through here? Nope. Okay. Maybe going up top first before we go downstairs. This dude. Army boy. Private third class? Maybe? I don't know my ranks.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
General. I don't even have the scrapyard. Apparently I'm wrong.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
Were my teeth
You
green?
kids today don't even know how to ask for something right.
Does he have a peg leg?
Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
Why, we could just do it here. It's if we want to
He
get in trouble.
literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Apparently not even more wrong. Isaiah, Fiona, what's up, Isaiah? Or Usha.
Agent York.
Thought it was an I.
Making
I
progress?
assumed.
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
So I'm gonna go ahead and swing
I
by,
should
probably.
take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Thank God we have 8,000 coffees. Fiona?
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona.
Think it might be you, Fiona.
Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it.
He's right
That's one of
there.
the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Yeah, hilarious, Fiona. You just talk about the man behind his back when he's right there, and then he's surprised you just talk that you're loyal to him. He's your boss, kinda. Not really, but I'll to them in a minute. I'm gonna go get the other guy up top that I saw. The old man. Maybe Carol again, too, if she's over here. What are you two doing? Spider?
You're
Sporky?
York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65.
Richard Dunn, Darts Bar owner.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Alright. This rude boy. Son. Q.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
Quint Dunn, Darts Bar employee. Bore.
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI.
Now we know her
They
name.
and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Oh, bye.
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of.
Nah, not
He was
Quinn.
even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
For me, Quinn comes to mind first before Quint. This is sad boy. The Gravedigger.
Good evening, Agent.
Brian the Insomniac Gravekeeper. Close enough.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the Gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna. Her smile. So warm. Anna. Blonde hair. So bright.
The pace of those sounds of
There's a
feet
graveyard
does not
somewhere in
match.
town, Zach.
We've been to it
I'm
already.
excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Who wants the bones? I have them. All 7 of them. Richard, Quint. Everyone up top. Where is... what's her face? Go over here? Should she go back inside, maybe? Or she's looking out the window over here? Nah, she's just gone. Okay. Yep, don't see her. I'm not going inside. I'll take a quick peek. But I'm guessing she left. Carol. Yeah, I'm not seeing her. Farmer Joe over there. Oh, jeez, here we go. You want to buckle your belt, man?
You're Isaac and Isaiah's mother?
Yes, I'm Lily.
Illy Ingram, Keith's wife.
I'm FBI Special Agent...
Agent York, right?
You are good.
The handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself. Everyone's talking about you.
Well, I can't say much about the scar. But the way I introduce myself, Zach and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts.
Everyone has their own rituals. It's like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
You certainly are a funny one.
Yeah. Hilarious.
So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Well, Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I heard she was in shock after the murder. But,
You think there's something else?
well, I took the boys along to see her today. She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three
Yeah,
of
this is
them.
on Xbox.
I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Alright, how about you, Keith? Talk to me.
Yeah! Hey there, FBI. I'm Keith Ingram.
Convenience store owner.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone always calls me.
Okay, York. No problem, man.
So, Keith, I hear you run the Milk Barn convenience store.
That's right, man. Rock and roll!
feel
You
the same
sell
way.
raincoats there by any chance?
Yeah, but nobody ever buys them, though. Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours, now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one. I'll drop by your store soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah, cool, man. Rock on, FBI!
I mean, I don't blame him. It's my favorite song too. I'm loving it. What about you, Jim? What's up?
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can.
You have some wavy
Their
hair.
mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around.
It's a scar?
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
I wouldn't. But okay, how about you two?
Hey, good looking. Nice speech.
You know, great camera. Fantastic. Gina the Rose, Jack's wife.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station.
That's always closed, excuse me?
Call me the Rose.
You look pretty revealing.
Oh, this old thing. Oh, you should see some of my other clothes. You? Oh, now you are cool. That scar really is a turn-on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a
The one that's
little
always
extra
closed, you mean?
service.
That would be great. I can't believe how expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my hubby about the difficult stuff, okay?
This is getting us nowhere, Zach.
My boy talked to me. Look at those shades.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
Jack the Raging Bull gasoline stand owner.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Okay. Who else? Examine you. Looks quite old. They say this place was built several decades ago. Great picture. It's a masterpiece. Who are you?
Oh my pot is getting cold.
Romy Signorani, nicknamed the Pot Lady.
Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney.
Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake.
Does she, though?
Amazing.
Polly, what are you doing?
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
I
You
said like
reminded
3
me a
words
little
that
of a
took over an
play I
hour.
saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh,
What are you doing with your mouth?
no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
She's so fast.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
And you? Who are you? Also, those two. You want some bones, man? I got 7
I'm
of them.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Wesley the gunsmith, gun store owner.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Toolbox. Here's what I've got. You have an MP5, ammo. Give me your flares. Definitely. And the other one? Oh, you sell them to it at a time? Can I put them inside my toolbox, please? No? Alright, whatever. Guns are just tools for killing people. I don't like it any more than you do.
You've got
Okay.
quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look
Pardon
forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600.
No one talks like
See
this.
you then.
You say 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Also, horrible hours.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife.
Olivia Cormack, Nick's wife.
Anna worked at your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Did you ever see her acting strange?
Well, not really.
There is a time system, but I don't
was
think
one
it's
thing.
necessary.
Well, you see,
Like, you gotta do
the
everything by a
diner
certain amount of time.
closes when
I
it
think if you
rains.
miss it by the day, you can just go
Many
ahead
shops
and
do
rest
that
till next
around
day.
Here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Look at that smile, that smirk. And Nick? Are they
I'm
sweatpants
US
designed to
Special
be
Agent
dress pants?
Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Nick Cormack, diner owner.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
Not every day you get to talk about a murder, but sure, that's fine.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Oh, bye. Back in the hole. Jim, you're the closest to the door, now that's when to leave. Pardon me? 4 hours, 55 minutes, 2 days, 120 kills, and 2 continues. Okay. Vid
Well
games.
then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
We're about to eat. Let's eat with them.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I'm not paying, I don't care.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now, and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different.
What a
from
weird
those I
angle
just
to hold a
mentioned.
beer.
The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
Emily, please turn your hand
He
like
filled
20
skulls with
degrees.
Ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing. But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious
Can you
law
smoke in here?
school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York.
How do you get to 800
Now,
victims?
Talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. Ugh, I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us.
How are you an
Agent
officer?
Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Episode 1, Chapter 7, Dinner. We need to solve this one quickly. Okay. Where's it gonna start again? They're open. It's over here, right? Yeah. Okay, where's my car? So we're gonna head east, right? I think. That's garbage in this game and it rotates 24/7. And honestly, Emily's not a cop until she can hold the bottle correctly. Should be the first step in being a police officer. Hold the bottle up straight. Also, gas. Where is that? Gas. Am I, where are we going? I mean, we have enough for now, but like, I want to refill. Maybe they're actually open now. Are they over here? Yes, they are. And it's 10:30. That's fine. Boo doo doo doo. Ding, ding, ding. My pulse. Should be right up here, right? Allen Street. Are yous open? Please be open. Skirt. Close, of course. Why would they guess it should be open, huh? Never mind. I run around, I guess. With this truck. Thank God we bought flyers. And Nick sells them too. 2 a pop. I mean, they're $100 each, but that's like, what, like 4 kills? Not a big deal. Pretty cheap. Open, thank God. What a weird door. We'll have just enough gas to get the polys, that's it. She might refill it, actually. Every night. Oh. I was hoping it would be a bit more clean. Is there anything you want? I've come to see what you're selling. You have a really good reputation. Don't trust what you hear out there. You told me you had a good reputation. Information can be totally controlled in this day and age. I'm well aware of that. But I can smell the difference. It's important in my line of work. Information smells bad when it's fake. And my shop smells okay, doesn't it? Something like that. Wesley, do you take pride in your work? Guns are tools for killing. It isn't a job to brag about, but any job needs pride in it for it to be done well. That's what I think. A mixture of humility and pride. That's the way to be, alright? Looks like my nose was right, Zach. Here's what I've got. Same stuff. Okay. So I can buy 5 of these at once? Is that how that is? Lolly. I thought it was how much they have available here. That's how much they're selling in a group. Already have full. Already on the MP5. Finish that. I'm gonna talk to him. Number 35.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Compliments do nothing. I strive to meet my ideals. Others may judge my results.
What are you
Words
selling?
of a true craftsman. Your job must be your hobby.
No, I have another hobby.
You do? Aside from work? Tell me then, what is it?
It's nothing special. Since I was a kid, I always liked to collect cards.
Cards? Like trading cards?
That's right.
Does he want me to get all 65 of them?
I got this one after I came to this town.
This is a precious one. Where did you get it?
I picked it up around here somewhere. I didn't really think much of it.
I see. Then how about a trade?
A trade?
Here's an idea. As a collector, I just love looking at rare cards. I'd love to take a look at the cards you have. I won't take them from you. And I'll give you something, depending on how many you show me.
You'll pay me just to look at my cards. You really must be a card freak, huh?
Beginner collector number 35. That I probably won't do. Oh yeah, sure. How many do I have? Like 3, 4? Wesley, the owner of the shop, Panda Bears of avid trading card collector. Show him your own collection. A card will get you a small thank you. There's 65 of them. I'm not doing that. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. Depends. How many do we have? Trading card. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God. Oh. Known for his surreal demeanor, he talks with his dual personality named Zag during investigations. Alright. Who wants these bones I have in my inventory? Okay. Panda Bear. You can buy from the Panda Bear from here. finished. Guess we can leave. Back to Polly. Is that taking me back to Polly? It probably is. Yeah, it is. An actual mail thief. I guess if it's opaque, the pictures, like the stores, it means they're closed. I thought it was because you're far enough, you're pretty far away, but maybe it's because they're closed. Well, toolbox. Why does everyone have 10mm rounds inside of their mailbox? There's more. Okay. It's a brilliant marketing strat for Wesley. He gets 10mm bullets, puts them in everyone's mailbox, and then everyone wants guns now because they have the ammo for it. Brilliant. Is the right way out? It'll work. Yep. What are you doing? Oh, I thought they were driving that way.
We can take a rest if you're tired.
My eyes! Do 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 boo doo. Boo doo doo doo. Where are you driving? Skirt. I'm actually blind. I didn't know there was a person down here. I shall talk to them. Hopefully I have enough gas.
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
What do you want, Riccatoni?
Hey, Sigourney.
I'm glad you're here. My pot, it's getting cold. Please, let's get going.
Could you explain what you're talking about?
What are you rambling on about? My pot's getting cold as we speak. Hurry, hurry!
Zach, I guess we're going to have to drive her home. But I wonder what happens when her pot gets cold.
Cold pot number 1. Sure, why not? Sigaroni has often wanders to town when the weather is nice. Having been told that her pot is getting cold, you may now take her home. Driving safely may not cut it this time. You don't have gas?
Now, get the car going. My house is over by the lake. 3, 2, 1, go!
If I didn't guess, let's go. It's not that far. On the way to what's her face? It's fine.